Happy Monday, ladies. Today is February 11th and it is an F day. Today on CJTV, we will be doing the first of a series of in-depth reports on issues that directly affect us here at CJ. Today's topic, the closing of St. Elizabeth's High School. Before we get to the special show, there are some things we need to announce. The Penny Queen events today are teacher karaoke during activity period in the gym, Five Guys and incredible pizza profit shares, a pasta night in the caf, Zumba Mama Me in the gym, and skateboard night at Skateboard Plaza, which has been canceled. For more information, times, and prices, check the schedule Ms. Steiger sent out on February 4th. Juniors, are you getting excited about the junior trip? Next week, on February 20th, you will meet to discuss details, volunteer for committees, organize groups, and hand out information. Please check Moodle for more details. Seniors going on the February Kairos, please go to the Little Theater at the beginning of activity period today. The lone birthday today is Madeline Gerard. Congratulations on being a year older and still maintaining a birthday all to yourself at this school. Eat cake, be happy. Now let's turn our attention to what's been happening at St. Elizabeth's and how it affects us.
As all of you know, St. Elizabeth's Academy is closing this year, but many of you may not know all the details or how this is going to affect us as a community. So today, we are going to do a special show focusing on the details that didn't make this news reports. Although Corieju is blessed enough to remain open for 56 years and still have a long, bright future ahead of us, we are very similar to St. Elizabeth's in certain ways. Just like us, St. Elizabeth's is rich with history. 74 years before Corieju was founded, in 1882, St. Elizabeth's was founded by the Sisters of the Most Precious Blood of O'Fallon, Missouri. For 131 years, St. Elizabeth's has been on Arsenal Street in St. Louis City near Tower Grove Park. The original entrance has been preserved all these years and acts as a symbol of the long and strong history of St. Elizabeth. You are probably wondering, why is all this boring history so important? Think for a minute about those students and teachers who worked to make sure that their school was remembered. What will happen to the history now? At St. Elizabeth's, this vast history of 131 years suddenly comes to a stop. What will happen next? The Sisters of the Most Precious Blood have been fighting a difficult battle to keep their traditions alive. These women of Christ are not unlike the apostles here at CJ. It is an emotional battle and one that will end a long and important tradition.
The Sisters of the Most Precious Blood were founded in Switzerland on September 8, 1845. They are a community that finds its mission in the church and are rooted in the Eucharist and personal prayer. They also strive to continue the mission of Jesus and to experience Christ's redeeming presence as they affirm and empower one another and those they serve. They do this through education, art, music, care of the elderly, social services, healthcare, parish and pastoral ministry, and prayer and presence. This community of sisters is located throughout the world in South America, Europe, and the United States, but their widespread presence and faith-centered core values were not enough to keep St. Elizabeth from closing.
Not only is the history of the sisters impacted by the closing of the school, but more importantly, the many students that will be displaced and affected. The horrible closing of St. Elizabeth's was announced to its students on January 8th at 2 o'clock in the morning. Imagine how you would feel if this was not only your last year of school, but the school's last year ever. I spoke with a senior who is a member of the graduating class of St. Elizabeth's, and this is what she had to say. I asked her how she was coping with the closing, and she said, "Even though it is my last year at St. Elizabeth's, it's sad to hear that the school I have been attending for the past 4 years is closing. I have been trying to get more involved in my school through clubs and activities and trying to make these last few months very memorable." I asked her what she was going to miss most, and she said by far the atmosphere of the school. I asked her where she thought the underclassmen would go. She said that they were dividing up between Notre Dame, Bishop DeBerg, and Rosati Kane because of financial reasons. I asked her how she felt about being a member of the last graduating class of St. Elizabeth's ever. She said she felt very honored to be the last member. I asked her how she would try to keep the legacy of her school alive, and she said by proudly wearing the St. Elizabeth's gear she had been given throughout her 4 years.
Just like Emma, I interviewed a current student of St. Elizabeth's. The following is a recording from my interview. Okay, what's your name?
My name's Angelin Cronin.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
What was your first reaction when you found out that your school was going to be closed?
I wasn't actually at school, I was sick, but I just kept getting calls and texts from two of my friends, and I was like, okay, what is going on? So I called them, and I was like, I don't believe you. I'm going to wait till I get to school tomorrow. And then I was just like, wow.
Did you think that this was going to come?
No. I mean, we have a small school, but I figured it, I didn't think of it.
What are you going to miss the most?
The family setting. Everybody knew each other. The teachers knew us. Teachers knew stuff about people that their own friends probably didn't even know.
What do your friends think of this?
They're all just shocked, kind of. They're about the same. They're just surprised. Weren't expecting this or anything.
And are you guys going to try to go to the same school, or are you going to split up so that you get what you need individually?
I think we're going to try to go all to the same school, but if we have to split up, we'll still keep in contact.
Okay, and what schools are you looking at?
Right now I'm looking at Coriezu and Notre Dame.
Okay. Are your teachers upset? Is the school right now just at a low point where there isn't a whole lot of happiness? What's the mood?
Right now the teachers are kind of pretending everything is normal, and they're hiding all their feelings and stuff, so I don't really know how they're doing. So everything's trying to be to a normal setting, but you can tell there's a little bit off sometimes, but then other times it's just normal.
So is there a lot of tension?
No, not that much tension.
Okay, thank you.
After seeing two current St. Elizabeth students' reactions, we looked into how one of the alums is feeling about the closing.
My name is Angela Carr, and I graduated in 2004. I got an email, and it made me kind of sad because I spent, a really good 4 years of my life there and met a lot of good friends. Back when I was there was not a lot of girls in the school. Like, the enrollment was down, and it was just steadily declining over the years. 52. Had a lot of fun every day. There wasn't really, I guess, cliques. So I hung out with a lot of different people and made a lot of good friends.
Not only are the alumni of St. Elizabeth's in complete shock over the difficult decision to close the school, the teachers will also be left jobless when the school year comes to a close. They are busy looking at other career opportunities and are coping with the devastating news. Though these are hard times, the best thing they can do is just try to finish up the school year on a positive note. Now that you know all the people who this closing has affected, here's to Emily to show you how our girls here at CJ feel about these shocking news.
This event is surely heartbreaking for the students and alumni of St. Elizabeth's. How would you feel if it happened to you? Let's see how the students here at CJ are reacting to the news.
OMG.
I think you're on. I had a lot of friends from my grade school that went to St. Elizabeth's, and it's a real bummer that they don't have somewhere to go back to once they graduate.
I feel bad that St. Elizabeth's is closing because Coriezu means so much to me that if my school closed, I'd be sad.
For all of the students, faculty, and staff at St. Elizabeth, the difficult decision to close the school was heartbreaking, and the transition has been filled with uncertainty, but also with hope. According to Sister Susan Borgel, the principal of the high school, the main factor for closing has been the declining enrollment for the past several years and the future decline that was projected to come. This is an issue many private Catholic schools are facing, including those that some of us may be a part of. Sister Susan says that the faculty and staff will have no choice but to look for other positions as the students look for other schools to attend. Perhaps we can look forward to seeing some new students next year at CJ who had previously attended St. Elizabeth. But for now, Sister Susan just hopes that this could somehow be beneficial to the students, faculty, and staff. She says that fundamental to our Catholic faith is the belief that resurrection and new life blossom after death. I pray that the students, faculty, and staff will eventually experience new life.
Thanks for that information on how the faculty and staff are reacting to the situation. The closing of St. Elizabeth's leaves us with a huge possibility of receiving new students next year. With me today, I have a few sophomores who transferred to CJ this year. They're going to share a bit of their experience and give us an inside look on what it's like to switch schools during their high school career. First of all, thanks for being with us here today, ladies. First question, were you nervous about coming to Corriese this year?
I really was. It's just a new transition. I only knew a couple people here, so I was just really nervous.
I knew a couple people, but I mean, it was still like really nerve-wracking.
I was nervous too. I mean, yeah. Before school started, I knew like 10 girls, and that like kind of calmed me down, but yeah.
All right. How was your first day? Did you receive a warm welcome?
I did. It was really awkward because I had no idea where to go. And so like whenever I went to the next class, I just like asked random people like in the hallways where I have to go. But I really enjoyed it, and yeah.
Yeah, like people were really nice, and so were the teachers.
Yeah, they were really nice.
Thank you once again to these girls who came on and shared a little bit of their experience with us. If we do get new girls coming from St. Elizabeth's, just remember to be kind to them and give them a warm welcome. They're going through a pretty tough time, and we should be there to help them make this transition as easy as possible. Thanks for watching today, girls. I hope this information can help you be a little more compassionate and understanding for all the St. Elizabeth girls you know and the ones who may be part of our CJ community next year. Have a great day, CJ.